Years ago, my husband and I found out that we were expecting twins when we thought we had been only expecting one baby. And we already had an 18-month-old son at home. This was not quite the joyous news that we were anticipating, as it meant financially we were in some pretty dire straits. Imagine having all of the baby supplies and then needing to double everything out of pocket suddenly very quickly. Or learning that your 3 car seats will not fit in the back of your little hatchback car, so you need to buy a new one, and so on and so forth. So we very quickly decided to up and move to a state that had a lower cost of living where we could maybe have a hope for making it financially. Well, we did that, and my husband couldn't find a job. And we were so desperate. And every night we would cling to each other as the bills stacked up, and we would pray and cry and pray and cry. That's all we could do because we were so stressed and nothing was working. Well, lo and behold, God is faithful and true. And he's proven this time and time again. But in our case, in this situation, the week before my husband's unemployment ran out, he was able to get an interview that led to a job, and he started before we had to face that ultimate desperation of no money. I'll tell you, God is faithful. We've seen it time and time in our lives, not just that one time. And I know without a doubt that I can cling to him in all circumstances. And that, my friends, is the story when we look at waiting for the Lord. So Isaiah 40:31, those who wait for the Lord will renew their strength. You might know this verse very well. When we look at the original language, the word wait is the Hebrew word kavah. And it gets at endurance. It gets at being strong, binding together, hope, expectation. This is a word we actually use with Advent when we're talking about hope, the word as part of Advent. But it's really getting at the idea of what we do while we are waiting for God to act. We're trusting in him. It gets at the idea of binding something together, like a strongly woven together cord, something clinging. And so think of ourselves as clinging to God, trusting, having that expectation and hope. That is what it means to wait on the Lord. I don't know what your circumstances are like. I don't know what desperation you have in your life, but I do know that we trust God. He is faithful and true. He wants us to call on him. He wants us to ask him to intervene in our lives. He wants to save the day for his name's sake. So as you wait, which is so hard, really keep your faith. Focus on God, eyes on him. He will respond. He is good. Something to contemplate today. Blessings on you.